Hello and welcome to Martin Lucas Investors channel. My name is Sensei Crypto and we are here covering the massive pump here in the market. So thank you everyone for tuning in. There we go. We are live. We're doing a surprise live stream here tonight. It is currently 15 minutes to the end of the daily candle. The daily candle closes coming up very shortly, and we've got a massive pump in the crypto markets. So thank you all for tuning in. I literally got out of bed to cover this because I was getting notifications left, right, and center. We've got Dogecoin up 20%. It is absolutely incredible. I mean, 20% on the day. Daily candle close in about 15 minutes. It is going to be even more volatile into the end of the close and into the start of the new day. So everyone, welcome in. Big show. XRP is going crazy. We've got XRP. I mean, this is literally what we've been saying. $4.50 is next. We are going to be looking at XRP and all the markets. I mean, everywhere you look, Filecoin up. We've got Ondo Finance up, Ethereum completely carrying on its big move. I mean, just the other day we said as soon as you break $1,800, you're going to go to $2,500. It happened quicker than I expected. You've done 41% in 2 days. Absolutely incredible scenes here on the crypto market. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Let me see if we can bring your comments on the screen. Let's get everyone into the show. Please do hit the like button. It's going to be a jam-packed 15 minutes, 10 minutes until the closing bell of the crypto market. And what I mean by that is the daily candle close. We're going to see confirmation of a lot of breakouts. Ethereum, absolutely incredible trade that was with Ethereum. So let's put some music on. Let's welcome everyone in. Absolutely crazy day in. I've said absolutely too many times now, but crazy day. Here we go. In seemingly perfect harmony until one day. We're going to turn that down. We're going to have a look at your comments. We're going to welcome everyone in, and then we're going to get straight into it. We don't have time to wait. Everyone's in the show. How many people do we have with us so far? We've got 159 people watching. Let's get 100 likes straight away. Let's not dilly-dally tonight. Let's get straight into it. Let's go. Hit the like button. Let's keep it going. Let's put this on the right setting. Vote on the poll. What's everyone doing? Buying more, holding tight, taking profits, or not in yet? Everyone seems to be in, which is a good sign. William Myers is here. Saab is here. Crypto never sleeps. We can't ever sleep as well. Saab is here. Matthias is here. RB never misses a show. He's here. William Myers. Martyn sent us lol. Did I miss something? Well, we're about to close the highest daily candles in since February, really. March, April, May, 3-4 months we haven't seen these prices in crypto. Okay, let's hit the like button one final time and let's get straight into it. So, what do we have? 52 likes. We can do much better than this. Let's get 100 likes. Let's get into it. Let's turn up the music. Let's celebrate this pump. I'm going to turn it up and you're going to have to hit the like button. Hit that like button. We are here live covering the daily candle close of one of the best days we've seen in a long time. We've got Dogecoin up 20%, Gala up 15%, Ethereum up 50% in about 2 days, 3 days. We've got Bitcoin nearly at all-time highs, XRP getting back up there. So let's turn up the music, you guys hit the likes, and we'll get straight into the charts as soon as we hit 100 likes. Come on, guys. Have we done it? Let's give it a refresh. We were on 52 likes. We are now on 83 likes. Come on, guys. There's 200 people watching. Who's being lazy? Let's hit the like button before the music ends. I'm going to turn it up one last time. We're going to get straight back into the charts. Let's get 100 likes. Thank you, RB, for the super chat. Okay. Thank you everyone for tuning in. What a show we've got lined up for you today. We've got a massive crypto rally on our hands. We've got Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum, Dogecoin exploding. So what's the craziest mover today? Dogecoin by far. We've got Dogecoin moving up 20%, and let's just see exactly where. Again, before we get in any further, the most important thing I'll say during this show is nothing I'm going to say is financial advice. Please do not buy or sell based on anything I'm saying. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't know your position. Crypto is risky, so do not buy or sell based on what I'm saying. If you make money, that's down to you. If you lose money, that's down to you. It has nothing to do with me. I'm here showing the charts for educational and entertainment purposes only. Let's start with Dogecoin up 21%. We're not gonna brag too much, but look at that buy zone. Look at the area where we were looking to buy Dogecoin. Up 90%. I mean, we caught the exact bottom of Dogecoin, and even if we didn't buy the bottom of Dogecoin, you can literally just see that the areas of support, the inverse head and shoulders sort of patterns, the oversold patterns, what we've been saying, don't buy up here, buy down here. So Dogecoin is going absolutely crazy. Why? Because it got absolutely beat up. What's this rally about? Well, it's not news driven. It's not ETF driven. It's none of this. It's just human sentiment, FOMO. It's also obviously because the crypto market has been. Oh, here we go.
Saab Shergill donated $2 through a super chat. May the pump be with you.
May the pump be with you. I love it. So what's the reason the markets are going up? It's a combination of a few things. One is obviously the underlying good news we've been seeing recently. What's the underlying good news? Well, the ETFs, the pro-crypto president, the pro-crypto SEC, lawsuits being dropped, all that sort of stuff. That's all underlying, nothing new today.
Matthias donated 190 Norwegian kroner through a super chat. Sensei and Martyn, you guys are the best. Saluting face emoji, saluting face emoji.
Thank you very much. That's very kind. We will be live no matter the news, no matter the time. I was in bed sleeping with my wife, and now I had to tell her. I don't think she understood what I was saying. She's going to hear me screaming and shouting in this room, and hopefully I won't wake her up. wake her up. But we'll be live when the news is there. We'll be live. We'll be covering it. Anyway, what is this pump about? There's underlying good news. Nothing new today. It's a combination. Underlying good news. Oversold markets is the main one. You've seen crypto markets go down 90%. They need a relief rally. Whether this goes into a further bear market, which I don't think it will, it needs a relief rally. And what caused this relief rally? Well, this optimism, this hopium, this FOMO, all this good things, and technicals. A lot of it is technical based. You're looking at Bitcoin going in for the most bullish retest I've ever seen in my life. Previous all-time highs. You got overextended. You came back in this bear market, in this bear rally, in this bear trend where the broader markets were coming down. You saw Bitcoin come down and test the previous all-time high. That needed to happen, and that happened. And ever since you've got you've restored hope. You got back above the psychological level and the 786. What was that? 100,000 and 102,000. That's why we go live, to tell you the exact levels, to cover it day by day, because the crypto market moves so quickly. Anyway, Bitcoin broke out of the psychological level, broke out of the technical level. It's above 102,000. Bitcoin dominance, what were we covering just the other day? Bitcoin dominance will come to an end. This trend line we were holding to the upside has broken down. And what does that mean? Money flows into the altcoins. That's what we've been talking about. That's what's happening. And now you can see altcoins, the money's flowing into altcoins. So this Bitcoin dominance chart breaking down, the dominance is falling out of Bitcoin into the altcoins, restoring hope in the altcoins. The altcoin market had been absolutely trash. The altcoin market was down 80%. Days like this will come when Bitcoin gets back above psychological levels, when the money starts flowing into altcoins, and here is one of those examples. I would not be FOMOing in. Look at the amount of days you had to get in. Look at the amount of days. Yes, this can continue to all-time highs, but FOMO is the thing that hurts the most, people the most. Again, not advice. Do what you like. It might go high. You might. I don't want anyone blaming me, saying I could have bought on the pump. Do what you like, but we should already be in. That's what you'd be doing if you were in our shows every single morning, every single Sunday. So Dogecoin is literally at the highs of its day, up 21.15%. We've got Gala literally talking about it the other day, buying it at 12 cents, and today it's already at 22 cents. It's doubled in like 2 weeks. We've got GRT, we've got Ethereum. I mean, just look at Ethereum. When were we looking at this? We were looking at this at $1,700. Yes, it went slightly below. 1,500 was also a perfect area as well we looked at. But as soon as it broke above 1,870, that's when the traders got in. That's when we looked at the chart and we said, well, between 1,870 and 2,600, there isn't much. This is looking bullish. And what have you done within 3 days? You're up 45% and you've hit your target in 3 days on Ethereum. So congratulations to anyone who took that trade. And there it is. Ethereum up in 3 days. Ethereum, literally since we've been covering it on the show, in the breakfast show, up 46% in 3 days. So congratulations. And remember, Ethereum is the number 2 cryptocurrency, widely known as the number 2 cryptocurrency. In my opinion, it's XRP. But anyway, money flows into Ethereum, and then that restores hope for the rest of the altcoin market. But onto my favorite cryptocurrency. Look at that jumper here. We're looking at XRP. XRP is also up 6% ever since, again, the breakout of the trend line, getting up back above $2.30, doing that stream and saying we've confirmed the breakout of the daily candle close, and you're up again today. In my opinion, there's a $2.50 psychological level, but I wouldn't worry about that too much. I'm really looking at the $2.60 level, the 786 from the all-time high, as the next level on XRP. Yes, it's lagging behind a little bit, but it's up 6% today. It is up 16% in 3 days. I am still looking very bullish on XRP. And remember, the thing with XRP, we've got 50 seconds until the closing bell. And what do I mean by the closing bell? I mean the daily candle closes on the cryptocurrency markets. Remember with XRP, it's not like Ethereum. It's not down 80%. It's not like it's the other altcoins, which are down 90% from their highs of a few months ago, or January, December last year. It's already holding up well and it's still pumping. So that is the key difference. We have got 20 seconds until the daily candle close. This will be the highest daily candle close for XRP since the 19th of March. So here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Highest daily candle close for XRP since Wednesday, the 19th of March. So congratulations to everyone. Confirmed breakout, bullish candle. We can look at Dogecoin, the highest daily candle close for Doge since 20th of February 2025. We've got breakouts all over the place. Ethereum hit its target today, highest daily candle close since February the 23rd. So you're seeing multi-month highs here on a lot of tokens. You're looking highest close in 76 days on Ethereum. Renewed bullish hopes. Be careful with Ethereum. You do have strong resistance here. I definitely wouldn't be FOMOing it. If there was one coin I wouldn't be looking to FOMO into is the one that hit its target within 3 days. Yes, the trend's your friend. Don't bet against the trend. Don't fight the trend. But the first target's been hit on Ethereum. It's done very well in 3 days. It's up 45%. Maybe that's some coins that do really well continue to do really well, but just let's wait and see if it breaks the resistance, and then we can get optimistic again on Ethereum. There is much higher targets on Ethereum, but we have come up to our first level. People making 50% in 3 days on the second largest cryptocurrency are going to take profits at these levels. Let's see how everything's reacting to this new day. What do we have moving here? We're going to get into your questions very shortly, but this is one of the biggest days in crypto we've seen. I mean, a rally like this we haven't seen since the altcoin season in December of last year. I don't think we've seen a rally like this since then. The renewed hope. We've got Sandbox moving up. Okay, so what I'm going to do, tell me your favorite coins in the chat, or do a super chat and we'll have a look at them, tell you the targets that I'm looking at, telling you what the charts are looking like. If you do a super chat, we will have a look at your favorite cryptocurrencies, and we'll pick a few out of the comment section as well for our members who have been members for the longest time as well. So let's do that. Let's I mean, it's such an exciting day. I was literally about to fall asleep and then I kept getting these notifications and I said I have to go live because Bitcoin can hit all-time highs now, today. Bitcoin can theoretically make all-time highs. Let's not forget what we're looking at with Bitcoin here. Bitcoin is 4% away from all-time highs. It did it did 1.5% today. It did 6% the other day. So Bitcoin is very close to all-time highs. It was very close to an all-time high close as well. It's the highest daily candle close for Bitcoin since January of 2025. It is actually the daily candle close we just had on Bitcoin is the fourth highest daily candle close we've ever had in Bitcoin's history. So keep that in mind. There's been one higher there. Yeah, it's the fourth highest daily candle close on Bitcoin. And here we go again. What would be nice to see here is a little bit of an altcoin rally like we're getting now, but then Bitcoin heading back up. Why do I want Bitcoin to head back up? Because if you look at the Bitcoin dominance chart, it's coming down too quickly, which is good for the altcoins, but the fun will stop at some point. What I'd like to see is more money flowing back into Bitcoin, altcoins holding these levels or going up at the same time with Bitcoin, but the dominance coming back to Bitcoin, Bitcoin coming in for a retest of these levels, or just a lower high, Bitcoin's price going higher to maybe 130,000, allowing us more money to flow into the altcoin. So I would like to see a relief rally from Bitcoin dominance, which will probably result in Bitcoin going back up in price to 130,000, and then a sustained downtrend on Bitcoin dominance to get the altcoins moving. That's what I'd like to see. That's how we'll get a sustained altcoin season. But back to something, let's have a look at. Let's go back to Bitcoin and have a look at your messages. So, any cryptocurrencies you want me to have a look at, you can do a super chat. We'll do a full breakdown on it, what it's looking like, what the next targets are. Anyone with a long-term badge as well, your chart. So there is the membership link. If anyone buys some merch during the stream, we will do a full technical analysis. Wake RB.
RB donated $1.99 through a super chat. Tumbler glass emoji, cool face emoji, wakey wakey sensei. Let's go, rocket emoji.
Thank you, RB. Yes, I was asleep. Well, I wasn't asleep. I was like seconds away from falling asleep. And then I got one final notification. And I looked at Bitcoin's chart and I said, we are very close to all-time highs. And then I looked at Dogecoin and it was up 20%. So I couldn't afford to not come live. There's a lot going on. And I promised you I'd cover all the news when I see it. I will come live. So there's also, if you buy any merch, we will do your chart request. So we've got the XRP merch, we've got the mugs, there's only one XRP mug left, meaning there's only one bundle left. 40% off bundle for 3 mugs. There's the link for the bundle. It's limited edition, but because there's only one XRP mug left, that means only one more person can get the 40% off bundle, or you can just come in and buy the XRP mug. That's the 11-ounce mug. There is still plenty of the larger mugs. You've got the jumper, there it is. You've got the t-shirt, you've got the phone case, you've got all sorts in the shop, not just XRP. Plenty in there. Okay, let's get back to the charts. We've got Bitcoin at 100 and... Oh, stream froze. Thank you, Steve. You can always refresh and hopefully it sorts itself out. Okay. Oof, let's take a sigh of relief because that daily candle has now finished and closed, and everything is continuing to look bullish. I mean, XRP is now up 0.3% on the new day. Wow, everything is still moving. Dogecoin up another 2% on the new day, nearly 3% on the new day. Where is Dogecoin heading to? Just having a quick look at Doge. We've got Doge not really got a target until 30 cents, 40 cents. So Doge has plenty of room to run. Remember, it's my favorite meme coin, my favorite altcoin. Well, not my favorite altcoin, but my favorite meme coin, which is obviously an altcoin because it's been around for the longest time. Elon Musk likes it, all that sort of stuff. It's very easy to get down the meme trail in the crypto markets and end up losing a lot of money. I'm very happy holding Dogecoin, and that is up another 3% now on the new day. Sound cutting in and out. Okay. What can we do about this? I apologize if we're having issues. Let me see what's going on. Let me see if I can fix this. I think we should be back. If you just want to refresh the stream, I don't see any problems at the moment. Apologize if we're having issues. We should be fine. I'm going to say refresh stream. We should be fine. We've got 21 upload, 200 download. Okay, we are back, hopefully. So, let me know if we're back. I've got a nice looking pic in Discord of that hoodie. Thank you, RB, for supporting the show. We are back. I think we're back. We should be back. We're back. Let's put some music on. Let's get ready for your comments, your suggestions, and the crypto market is heading back up.
The year is 1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony, until one day a young man catches fire. This is Phoenix.
Okay, what I want everyone to do, if you're holding XRP, I want to see XRPs all in the chat. I want the chat to be completely overridden with XRP, and we'll do a full XRP analysis. So what I want everyone to do is completely annihilate the chat with XRP. I want to see if the XRP army are here. If you completely hate XRP and your favorite's Doge or something, then spam the chat with Doge. But I want to see if the XRP army is here. So everyone spam XRP if you're in the XRP army. We'll put the music on. We will then do the XRP chart, and we'll continue the stream going. So let's do it. Let me slap the music up, and if you haven't done already, please do like the show. We've got 83 likes. Let's get to 150 likes. Let's go XRP XRP. Everyone smash the like, spam XRP, let's do it. There it is. We've got the XRP army in the chat today. Let's have a look at the chart. Let's get into the next levels for XRP. Just coming into some resistance, but I'm sure we can break through. Just look at that. Look at the run XRP's gone on. Absolutely incredible. Okay, thank you everyone for doing that. We do seem to have the XRP army in the chat today. Everyone spamming XRP. We've got the XRP army in the chat. Let's have a look at the XRP price action. Let's have a look at exactly what's going on. Wow, absolutely incredible. What we've been looking at on the morning show was a downtrend on XRP. There was a downtrend that we were looking to break.
$1.99 through a super chat. XRP 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 rocket emoji.
Thank you, RB, and everyone. We do seem to have the XRP army in the chat. So what we're going to do is going to have a look at the chart. There is a warning on XRP right now. Why? Because we're coming into some resistance. I'll show you exactly what that level is, what I think is going to happen. So let's get into that now. Okay. So, just checking something there. Okay, so XRP was in this downward sloping trend, not only on the 4-hour but on the daily. It was between two important zones, $2 and $2.30. And just previously to that, what was really bullish was the fact that $2 was holding for a very, very long time. The day before it broke $2, we were saying it's probably going to break $2 now with the tariff news, but we had two levels of entry at $1.70 and $1.83. The reason that's actually quite bullish is it's a liquidity grab, it's a flush out, it gets rid of the weak hands, and it turns into an inverse head and shoulders, and it turns into a bottom, whatever you want to call it. It's a flush out, it's a liquidity grab, it's all those sorts of things, and it's as simple as coming into support. You came back into these levels of support, and ever since you've been moving into an uptrend. However, you got back above $2, you didn't manage to get back above the resistance at $2.30. You entered this downward resistance, which isn't a big deal on the long-term view. It's just something to keep an eye on the short term to give you an indication of when the next breakout occurs. We broke out of that. It gave us the indication the next breakout's coming. We saw the daily candle close above $2.30, which you failed to do last time. That gave us the bullish signal that we're going to continue this uptrend. And you have. I mean, today you're up 5.5%. And what am I talking about resistance-wise now? We're talking about $2.50. $2.50 is we're just retracing a little bit from it now. It's this short-term level of resistance, not the strongest thing out there, but looking left on the chart, it's obviously a psychological level. It's a level of a lot of sort of trading going on at $2.50. Not the biggest thing out there, but as soon as we break above $2.50, which I think we can do today on this new day, um, I think we will just continue heading up. I think we'll head up to $2.60. I think we can have another 6.5% day today on the markets. Again, not guaranteed. As soon as we get above $2.50, I think that 6% day can come. So that's what I'm eyeing up next. I'm not concerned that we're selling off a bit now. It's not at a random area. It's at the $2.50 level. It can. I mean, we can come all the way back down to $2.30, and I'll still be completely fine as a higher low. But just as a warning out there to the people that are trying to FOMO in now, you're at resistance, a small level of resistance at $2.50. You can come all the way down to $2.30. I don't think we will. I think this uptrend is very much, you can have a look at it and you can just see it. Oh,
Enrique D. Audio Activo Productions donated $9.99 through a super chat. Thanks for your insight, Sensei.
thank you very much, Audio Active Productions. That is very, very kind of you. So yeah, that's a little warning on XRP there. It's all fun and games. It's all great. I'm enjoying the day, but and I want to just celebrate. But I just do want to come out, and I'm not like other channels to just pump, or say fake news. I'm here to say $2.50. Careful, bit of resistance. As soon as you get back above it, $2.60, you can come all the way down to $2.30, and you've just put in a higher low, retesting $2.30, and that's actually quite bullish. So I wouldn't be FOMOing in. I'll be looking at $2.30 as my next entry if we do get that low. I'll be looking at breaking $2.50 because then that would signify $2.60 coming in very quickly. Then we have shorter term, again, small resistance between at $2.70, then $3, $3.30, $3.50, and then once you break that, we're into undiscovered territory. Back up to $4.70 is the next level of resistance I can imagine. So that will get exciting. There's only 4 or 5 pieces of resistance left until all-time highs, about 3 or 4. So one of them is $2.50, and that's why we are seeing a little bit of a drop-off in XRP's price right now. Let's have a look at some other coins right now. Dogecoin still up on the day. It's just having a little bit of a sell-off for now. But just to keep an eye on, the most important thing right now is Bitcoin. You can see how it's consolidated above 102,000. That is one of the most important levels. And why have I been saying 102,000 is one of the most important levels? Well, because of the fact not only is 100,000 the most important psychological level, which all crypto investors will look at, and that will renew optimism in the crypto market, but 102,000 was the 786. Once you get back above the 786, the last deep retrace on most charts, you are then looking at all-time highs. So as soon as you get back above the 786, you're looking at breaking all-time highs. You break all-time highs, your target is very much the 1618, $130,000 for Bitcoin. When that flows into the rest of the crypto market, that's when you see massive moves in the altcoin season. You can just throw a dart into the crypto market and you'll be making money once the altcoin season's here. How that occurs is Bitcoin goes up, Bitcoin stalls out, Bitcoin dominance comes down, altcoins go up, starting with the larger ones, then going into the smaller ones. Historically, that's how it's occurred, and people just get rich left, right, and center. So, okay, I'm going to have a quick look at the chat. Let's see if anything else is notable. Remember, Ethereum, warning, warning, warning. You are at resistance. You broke out of support of the resistance. You went up 43% in a couple of days, and you've hit your target. The target's there. The short-term target. Yes, Ethereum, of course, can go higher this bull run. It's just I wouldn't also be throwing into Ethereum just because you've hit a target that a lot of traders will be getting out to. A lot of crypto channels right now are going to just be saying up, 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 up. I do think the tide is shifting and we are going into more of this bull market, and I think altcoins will just continue going up. However, certain cryptocurrencies like Ethereum right now is at a level of resistance. I would feel much more comfortable buying Ethereum $100 more expensive once we've broken out this level of resistance and coming in for support. The Ethereum I already have, I'm not going to mess around with. I haven't taken a trade, or actually, I do have a leverage position on Ethereum, Ethereum, Filecoin, XRP, but very low leverage, like um, 2x positions. I might consider taking some Ethereum profit off that trade. However, my spot position, I'm not going to mess around with. It might come down, but I'm holding spot. I do expect Ethereum to go much higher. It's not my favorite cryptocurrency, but I do hold it because it was very much oversold. Anyway, with my spot position, I'm not going to mess around. I'm not going to buy, sell, trade, whatever. I'll hold it. If I was trying to get into a position of XRP, whether I'm on leverage or spot, I would not be touching it right now because of the fact it's gone up 45% in 2 days, and the fact it's at resistance. So be careful with FOMO. Just like with XRP, I wouldn't start. I'm very happy to keep my leverage position. I'm very happy to keep my spot position, but I wouldn't start a new position here. And that's not financial advice. I'm not telling you not to do that. If I didn't hold XRP, it would be a very different story. I'd be scrambling to own some, I think. Again, that might not be the right thing to do. But XRP is also at that short-term resistance at $2.50. I would be happier buying it at $2.30, for example. Dogecoin, on the other hand, that's just been crushed recently. There's no real formal resistance. I wouldn't like buying on a 20% pump, but with Dogecoin, you can just continue these rallies. I mean, you're not at any formal resistance. Yes, actually you are. You've got this low here, so you are also at resistance for Dogecoin at around 26 cents. Then you've got the 50% retrace as your next level of resistance, potential laddering out zones, 30 cents. Yeah, all these Fibonacci's are also linking up with horizontal resistance, so 34 cents, and then your 786 is at 40 cents. So keeping an eye out on Doge, you are very close to resistance on Doge as well. A lot of these tokens, people are going to start FOMOing. I wouldn't start FOMOing. I do think they'll go a lot higher. It's going to be a volatile journey ahead. Let's keep an eye on the broader markets. Let's see what happens with the tariff news. If that all goes to plan, the most important one to keep an eye on is Bitcoin. Why? Because that is the king of the market still. That's the one that's going to tell us what's going to happen in the altcoin market. That's where the money's going to flow in from. And Bitcoin getting back above all-time highs, heading to 130 would be its next target. That's when the altcoin season will start. In my opinion, right now we're getting a small-term move down on Bitcoin dominance. I think that will end at some point when Bitcoin goes on its next rally, whenever it feels ready for it to go on its next rally. That next rally will be a break of all-time highs, and in my opinion, a move to 130,000. That will correspond with Bitcoin dominance, which is a very important chart we've been tracking for a very long time, heading back for a quick relief rally, lower high, and then a continued move to downside. And these moves towards the downside on Bitcoin dominance is where that money is then flowing into altcoins, and the altcoins are outperforming Bitcoin. That can happen on a large scale, for example, with XRP, BTC. Which is a good chart to keep an eye on for XRP holders in the chat. We've got XRP BTC. We'll look at it on a different chart. We'll look at it on Binance, which you can see is now finally in an uptrend. You've got XRP BTC creating a bottom in an uptrend, ready to break out. And once that breaks out, we did a quick calculation randomly on the show. The next target on XRP BTC is 0.00039. And then we times it by where potentially Bitcoin will be this year in the bull market or beginning of next, and we put out a hypothetical number. I said 180,000 is a very conservative target in the crypto market for the highs for Bitcoin this cycle. So we did 180,000, and we're timesing it by this specific number, which is also a conservative amount that XRP BTC can go up to, which is 0.0004. No, I've missed a naught. I had $72. That would be incredible. 180,000, which we're expecting to be the top for Bitcoin. And then we're timesing it by that next conservative target for XRP BTC, which is 0.0004. 0.404. And once you times those two together, you get 7.2, which is, again, a pretty conservative figure for the XRP army of a potential XRP price. And that's very much slightly higher than where my average price of XRP selling will be. I'm going to be selling at $4, $5, $6, $7, $10. It's going to average around $5. I think that those sales, or it's going to average around $5.50. I think XRP has the potential of going to $10 a cycle. I think just to lock in some profits, I will be selling lower. Just remember, I've been holding XRP for a very, very long time. I've been holding it since 30 cents, so it's going to be more than a 10x for my specific position. And you can see a conservative target is $7.2. What is another way of looking at it is going to the main target of XRP BTC, which is at, and I'll do the calculation again. Let's say Bitcoin goes to a lower level. It tops out at 130,000, our next target on Bitcoin, which will be a very conservative figure in the crypto market. Again, everything conservative in the crypto market is not very conservative to the outside world. But 130,000 Bitcoin, not a massive move up from here, less than a 30% move up. And then you're looking at the next XRP BTC level. And what does that correspond to? It's a Fibonacci retracement, I think. So we times that by 0.0006, basically. Oh, did I miss a naught? Yeah, there's 406. And then you're getting $7.8 again. So Bitcoin can head up to 130,000 and top out, or it can head up to 180,000 and top out. It all depends how much XRP is outperforming Bitcoin. And I do expect XRP to outperform Bitcoin more than it did in 2020. And going up to, you can see, this is how much XRP outperformed Bitcoin in 2020 when all that law case stuff was going on. That was our first target there. However, a very conservative target again. I think it's Fibonacci. Let's see where we've got that from. It might just be horizontal resistance. We'll have a look. It's our first target on Fibonacci, so it's the lowest retracement possible from all-time highs. That's that second figure we took. And that's telling us, even if Bitcoin goes to 130,000 and tops out there, and XRP BTC goes to a very conservative valuation against each other, you're getting that same 7.2 number. Now, for the ultra bulls out there, let's just do a medium case scenario or a potential scenario. You head up to a retracement level that is nowhere near the heights you went up to in 2017. I think it's a 50% move towards the upside, so about a lot higher than you went in 2021, but a lot lower than in 2020 than in 2017. That's at that specific number there. And let's say Bitcoin heads to somewhere between 130,000 and 180,000. Let's pluck out 155,000. So you get 155,000. That's the number. That's the Bitcoin price we're potentially heading to. And then you've got this XRP BTC valuation, higher than the last two ones, but still not out of the world predictions. We times that by 0.0009, sorry, 4 noughts and 9, and then you've got an XRP target of $14. So these numbers that we're putting out there are not ridiculous. They're not guaranteed to happen, but they're also not ridiculous. I mean, people could say that the valuation of XRP and BTC will go up to 2017 levels, and Bitcoin will go up to 250,000 a cycle, and that's when it gets again, it's not out of the realm of possibility, but it's a few things going right at the same time, and that will be $250,000 Bitcoin going up to the same levels we've seen in 2017. That will be 0.00025. I really don't think this has happened. I haven't pressed enter, but it's going to be a ridiculous number. $62. Again, not out of the realm of possibilities, but something I'm not targeting at all this cycle. So there you go. That's if Bitcoin goes to what was it? 200. What did I say? 200,000. Yeah, 250,000. The higher end targets for this cycle. And if XRP BTC goes to all-time highs, you get a $62 XRP. That is not what I'm expecting. But again, not out the perfect scenario. So there you go. You can see why I think my targets are conservative between between $7 and $12 for this cycle. So let's get into your questions. If you have just tuned in, do hit the like button, do hit subscribe. If it's your first time here, we will cover all the news live. Let's have a look at your comments. Let's see who's with us. SPX 6900. I don't know what that is. Okay. XRP Ripple all the way, taking over the world. We had the XRP army in the chat. We've got James with us, having high hopes for a pump up. What's happening, peeps? Welcome in. Let's get pumpy, everyone. Doge is the BTC of meme coins. That is right. Go XRP. I think there's a point to take profit on XRP and let it drop and buy, but I'm not going to bother with all of that. I don't. The issue of that is, when are you going to buy back in? Oh, are
RB
we?
donated $1.99 through a super chat. 246 watching, 184, thumbs up emoji, XRP 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 XRP, Tumblr glass emoji, cool face emoji.
Thank you, RB, and thank you for everyone hitting that like button. We've got a good ratio here tonight. Spurs on their way for XRP to the moon. Sensei, you need to participate in the next quiz. MSK, I wish I could join. I tried to join, but I was too late. I just loved it when I was seeing everyone using their phones. It was hilarious. We're gonna do. I want to do the quizzes on the merch, on the exclusive merch channel as well. So we might need to send you a mug, MSK, so you can be on my team. Hi all, what the hell is going on with Bitcoin and XRP in the past hour? Did you miss something? In the past hour? What's been going on with XRP and B? Nothing too significant in the last hour, so I would say you haven't missed anything. I mean, apart from the fact it's a new day, new volatility, and we've hit resistance for the short term, not much. I'm sad I missed the quiz show, said Samuel Redner. It was a brilliant quiz. Be great to hit $3 tomorrow. I don't think we will hit $3 tomorrow, but it would be great, wouldn't it? Volume's going nuts. Trading volume last 24 hours, 4.37 billion on XRP, it seems. Good evening, Samuel, holding till the top. MSK, where have you been? Okay, let's see how many likes we have. We've got 192. If we can get that up to 200, that will be great. Okay, so final rundown. We will be back tomorrow, Sunday, the Sunday show, and by tomorrow I mean today, because that's the time zone I'm in. We're already past midnight. It's 1:30 in the morning. And I should get some sleep. Well, more, I don't want to wake up my wife at these early hours. So we're going to put an end to the show very shortly, but we're going to end with a final look at the markets and a final thoughts from me. So we came on to celebrate, but also to warn. FOMO, no need to FOMO. There's always opportunities to buy in to the markets. There's always opportunities all over the markets. Right now, the opportunity was the last few months where the markets have been going down, all that sort of stuff. Right now, it's not the time to FOMO, especially when we're hitting resistance on XRP at $2.50. I do expect to put in a higher low, and what do I mean by that is $2.30 is a very, very easy support to come back down to. A lot of people will panic sell. A lot of people will get margin called because they've FOMO'd in, they've gone in with leverage. So be careful. That is a very real possibility of happening, coming all the way to $2.30. However, this run, you can't fight the trend either. You cannot fight the trend, especially when you're coming into a very bullish trend with all these higher lows and the fact you've flushed everyone out. So on the other side of things, you can't fight the trend. So there's not really a trade to go off here. There might be a few very quick day traders coming in and shorting at $2.50, $2.47, where this resistance we put in a few months ago is. And they might be on very high leverage. and they might have already taken profit. So you can't fight the trend either. So I wouldn't be taking a trade here. I wouldn't be buying here because we're not at support, we're at resistance. I'd rather buy at $2.30, but you also can't fight the trend. So I wouldn't be shorting or selling my position to buy back lower because we don't know if you will, because you're on this very nice uptrend to the upside. What I'm looking at next is breaking $2.50 and heading to $2.60. Breaking $2.60, $2.70, and then breaking out into $3. Then after that, $3.50. So I'm looking for this uptrend to continue, and it doesn't have to be a parabolic uptrend. It can be coming down to $2.30, heading back up, breaking the next resistance, making new support, and making new higher lows. So there's a fly in my room, which is really annoying. Trying to get this fly out of my room. Sorry. Okay, I've got a fly in the room. So I wouldn't be fighting the trend. I wouldn't be FOMOing in. I would just be holding my bag. If you're in, you're already in. If you're not in, unfortunately, you're not in. Do what you like. I wouldn't be FOMOing in, but that's your choice. The next level I'll be considering buying will be $2.30, but I've already got a low enough average. I don't need to. But for anyone who's missed the boat, I'm not telling you where to buy, but I'm saying $2.30 is a better place to buy than here. And there is a chance of coming back down there, but it's also not guaranteed. We're in this bullish spike to the upside. So no trade to be taken, just to be on the side watching, in my opinion, at this moment in time. You have just closed a daily candle, which is a very bullish daily candle. You're going to get a bit of volatility in the first hour of trading. I think going into Sunday tomorrow, we should hopefully, as soon as we break that $2.50 level, be heading to $2.62, and then we want to break out of there. So we'll be back tomorrow to cover exactly what's going on and see if there's any more data to go off. With Bitcoin, the breakout is confirmed. You're above 102,000. You can come all the way back down to 102,000 or even down to 100,000 and test its support. But ideally, you want to stay above 102,000. When you stay above 102,000, that's your last Fibonacci level. That is all-time highs next. So we are on all-time high watch on Bitcoin. That can happen as early as today. Why? Because we're only 4% away. 130,000 is the next target on Bitcoin. Once that happens, you see Bitcoin dominance spike back towards the upside. Then the money will flow back into altcoins. You will have random altcoins popping off now. You'll have your favorite coins that you forgot to buy, they will start popping off just like they have today. Dogecoin up 20%, Gala up. You'll see those big numbers in random altcoins because their money is back in the crypto space. So again, the warning is don't FOMO, get ready. If you're not in, I apologize. This is not probably not the time to get in. There's been plenty of opportunities, but this run could be the one that takes us to all-time highs on Bitcoin and to very significant levels on the rest of the altcoin market. We cover it every morning on the show, every trading morning. So that's Monday through to Friday. Through to Friday. Oh god, I'm so tired. Monday through to Friday. Friday. That is absolutely ridiculous. That's probably the worst thing I've ever said on the show. Monday through to Friday, an hour before the opening bell on the US markets. That's 12:30 UK time. I think it's around 6:30 or 7:30 in the US. That's AM. We do our show on Sunday night. We do that every single Sunday at 9 p.m. UK time. Let's give you that in. Should we give it to you in a different time zone as well? 9 p.m. UK to Eastern Standard. That's 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be back tomorrow with more information. I'll have a more prepared show. I just want to come in, share this moment with you guys, and give you those few bits of warnings. But it is looking good in general in the medium term. It's looking good. Short term, there is potential for moves to downside. Let's go through the final bits of your comments, and then we will be ending the show. And this will be linking to the 24-hour live. So if I go off and the markets start pumping again, we can all talk about it there. Eating the resistance up. Let's have a look at XRP. I don't think it's back up. No, it's still responding to that exact resistance. Was fighting 104-degree fever. I believe it was all those get well comments that got better. Samuel Redner, I'm so happy you are better now. What happened? China walks out. There were rumors that China walked out, but That was very early on. I don't know what's happened. Is that confirmed? US and Chinese officials to resume talks. So here's the news, the latest news. So I don't know if that news story was ever confirmed. Let me bring you to this. There we go. Trump hails China talks, says two sides negotiate total reset in Geneva. Talks in Geneva aim to diffuse trade war. I just saw the headline just changed, which is really weird. Yeah, U.S. Chinese officials to resume talks to ease trade war on Sunday. So that title's changed, which is weird. Um, Saying the two sides had negotiated a total reset in a friendly but constructive manner. A very good meeting today with China in Switzerland. Many things discussed, much agreed to. Trump posted it on his Truth social media platform. So those talks actually seem to be going really well as well. Also, ceasefire degree news Pakistan, India, which is very good, and potential ceasefire in Ukraine is also very good. What just happened? 2:30 in Spain. Lee Ramsey is still up. You should go to bed as well. Evening Sensei, greeting from London. I'm also from London. So Dylan, have you been on the show before? I think I've seen your name on the show. If you haven't already, subscribe. There you go. There's a subscription link. Stay with us, and also consider becoming a member. That's your membership link. Sensei, what's your total amount invested in the markets? I won't answer that fat ban archive, but I appreciate a question. Sensei, I think there's a spider on your left shoulder. He looks friendly though. It's okay. I hope not. Actually, yeah, no, I hope not. I'd like to thank Sensei. He got out of bed to cover this. It's coming up to 2 a.m. in the UK. Please join with me. Thank you, Sensei. Thank you, Martyn, very much. Thank you for all. Sent Martyn a message. I was like, "Can I go live?" He was like, "Yes, please do." Sure. So I appreciate the fact that I've got a platform I can go out and share my thoughts with everyone on. So thank you, Martyn. I'll be saying thank you. Have a great night, man. Thanks for all you do, Broderick. I hope I see you here soon. We have the best team here, Sensei and Vaz. Yes, we do. Thank you, Martyn. China returned. It was just a lunch break. They didn't walk out. Chinese official went for. Let's not have that. Chinese official went for a pee, but media got excited and called it a walkout. Oh, that's hilarious. Hello from Exeter, UK. Matrix, welcome into the show. Please do subscribe, put the notification bells on. We'll show you what this show is all about next time you're here. This is a surprise show because of the market movements. Happy Mother's Day tomorrow to all you mums out there, says Diane Nagy. So happy Mother's Day to everyone. All right, do you not show your accent? Do you not show your account like Martyn does? No, Fat Ban Archive, I don't. Martyn is the transparent one. He's the one who shows you everything, shows you all his trades. I'm the private one, keeps everything to myself. I do still share exactly what I'm doing, just not my accounts. Oh, that's gone weird. Okay, thank you, Sensei. Thank you. Great work, team. I made you look on your left shoulder. Now I can actually sleep peacefully. Brilliant, MSK. Thanks for that. I lived in Newcastle for over 20 years. Come on, the tune. I'm from near London. A lot of people from UK here. Okay, thank you everyone for tuning in. All the new people, please do subscribe. Tune in tomorrow. Tune in whenever you like. We're basically live 24/7, 24/7 on the extra channel, about 12 hours a day on the main channel. So a lot of content. So thank you everyone. Anything exciting happening just before we say goodbye on the markets? Not really. Should we give a few predictions before we go? I'll just show you a few charts. I haven't looked, but I just want to. Don't think XLM has moved yet. Has it? Gala has plenty of room to run to the upside. That's not really at resistance. Dot can go all the way up to $6. Coinbase will open up on Monday. XRP might take a little bit longer than the rest of the market, but when that ETF news comes out, oof, that'll be brilliant. Ethereum's at a bit of resistance. Here we go. XLM. XLM is at its final bit of resistance, but I think XLM could have one of those days where it goes up 30% very soon. HBAR as well. HBAR can have one of those days where it moves up very, very quickly, about 20% in a day. We get one of those days on HBAR. Quant is looking good as well. VeChain can have one of those days. Ethereum Classic. With Ethereum moving up so quickly, Ethereum Classic, that can wake up and move really fast. Filecoin is ready to tear. I'm getting back above that final bit of resistance. Filecoin can move very fast now. So the opportunities there in the altcoin market. A lot of coins are ready to blast off. Some are looking better than others. I've just mentioned a few that are looking a bit better than others. But what needs to happen is Bitcoin to hold levels, Bitcoin to break out, and the rest of the market will follow. And it's looking ready to do that. So it can start getting excited. It's time to start to control our emotions, and we'll do that together. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Tune in tomorrow. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye bye.